these really stressful times, we really need some help with sometimes physical and mental health. We need to try to get that up and to really prioritize that. And we're all in this together, so we have to stick together and we can get through this. One step at a time. Now that that's out of the way, that's something I really hate. I said this before, I think. Yeah, I said this like a while ago. I hate everything about what I just said right there. Because we are not all in this together. Because we have such different lives. And you know how. Oh god. No, my neighbor's shooting fireworks. I'm sorry. If you guys can hear that. I'm sorry. So, in school, they show you like an iceberg or whatever. And then, like, they show it from the side. So, like, you can only see a little bit of the iceberg from the top of the water. And then a big thing underneath it. Yeah, that's about like someone's life or something. So, I think all these commercials about, well, oh, sorry, all these commercials about um, all this like mental health and all that, just trying to get you to use their app or and get you to do something for them, make profit out of it. Like people like at BetterHelp and Talkspace and all that. I'm talking about like weird things. Um, they think that if they try to get you on an emotional level, then they can do whatever they want. They can, you know, like share everything. They can get profit over your life. No, it's not sponsored by anybody. And it's not sponsored by any business or whatever. Just so you know, I'm just saying this because I want to. Um, so yeah, I just hate everything about that, and I hate that um, all these commercials and all these businesses trying to get you just to make their app or website, whatever, bigger so they can use all of them for their business. Anyway, I'm just going to loop here. Um, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Um, okay, yeah. So I use music as therapy for me. I also have a therapist. Um, which actually, okay. So I was talking with my therapist, right? And we were talking about like my podcast, and um, he said that like maybe I can be on it and you can have that. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So maybe, maybe that will maybe coming up in the future. But then I can have like a one-on-one talk with an actual therapist. We can talk about whatever you guys want me to. If you guys want any like if you guys want me to ask any questions for you, just send me a DM on the Instagram. It's the One Podcast on Instagram. Send me a DM and the question you have of therapist, and I'll try to get it on. Anyways, we were talking, and um, we came up on a lot of not loopholes, but like we kept on going circling back um, to trying to work up the courage to do something. Like I think I felt some anxiety. Like so, one time for homework. I put that in quotes, homework. Um, he told me to go to the store and ask the question or talk to somebody. So I said to him, I could ask what at what age they hire at, because I kind of want to talk. Anyways, so I talked to him about that, and he was like, "Oh, you should just go do that," and tell me what, um, tell me what you guys talked about and all that. So after I was done with the session and talking with him and all that, um, I asked my mom, "Hey, can I go to the store real quick? Like, can I get something?" And she's like, "Oh," and my therapist told me that I think, yeah, she told me I have a week to do that. Um, I don't know what I was going to do if I didn't do that. I don't know what he's going to do. But I did it. Anyways, I go to my mom and I ask, "Oh, hey, can you go to the store? I want to go buy something for like, I don't know, for a video I'm watching, later that night. It's like a movie or whatever." So she said, "Yeah, sure, we can go tomorrow, because I don't know the reason why, but we can go tomorrow." They're like, "Okay." So we went, and I didn't tell her, actually. I only told her that I need to go buy something. I didn't tell her that I was going to ask them the question, like, at what age do you guys hire? Because I know she's not going to do this, because she never does. But she said, uh, every time I like ask um, my mom or my sister or whatever, um, a question about a job, like, do you know what to hire, or when to hire or whatever, they always said, or they always say stuff like, "Oh, you're too young," blah blah blah. Or they say like 16 or 18, I think. So they don't even know. Um, so that's why I didn't tell them. I just went and um, I bought, yeah, I bought some M&Ms. I remember. I bought some M&Ms because I didn't want to go and ask them a question and then walk out. It seems sketchy to me. So I walked in, I went to go like some M&M something. Went to the cashier. I was gonna ask the cashier what age did they hire, but I couldn't hear her at all. Like she was talking so low and quietly. No offense if you're watching this too. I doubt you are, but whatever. Um, like I couldn't even hear my total. Swear to God, I could not hear my total. Um, so it wasn't a big deal though. So I paid and I walked up to the customer service, and at first I thought it looked like I was going to return something that I just bought, not even 5 seconds ago. So um kind of thought everyone was looking at me, that at least two people looking at me, like this boy wants a refund for something that you just bought, not even 10 seconds ago. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I um walked up to the customer service lady, and I asked uh, what year, how old do you have to be to work here? And she said 16 for the front and 18 for anywhere else. So I'm guessing I meant 16 for the cash registers and 18 anywhere else in the store. So, you know. Um, then I said, okay, thanks, that's all. Then I turned and I was walking out. Then I think I heard her say, "Why?" I think. Then it's either why or I can help you next. Two totally different things. Um, I don't know. I just don't know what she said. No, that keeps bothering me for a reason. Like, I want to know what she said, but I feel like I left her off. Like, I left as soon as she was still talking. Like, that's really rude, you know? Um, so I hope she said next instead of why. Um, so then then the week after, I went to my next therapist appointment, and I tell him, oh, hey, I did it. Um, she said 16 for the front, 18 for anywhere else. And I think she said something like, okay, how was it? How did you feel? And, like, I felt like, it was okay. Like, I was shaking when I was there. I was shaking the line. Like, but I don't really know why I was so nervous about it, you know? Like, I don't get why I was shaking and I was breathing heavy all for a question, you know? Like, I, in the line, I tried to control myself. I tried to, let's do this, take deep breaths, blah, 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 blah. But none of it worked, Like, breathing doesn't help to people. And people without anxiety and depression and all that will say, just like, oh, just keep breathing, you'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. But, like, they don't know until it happens, you know? Like, you don't know what will work for you if you don't do so.
Wait, did I do? Did I fit? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I had that audio the whole entire time. Oh my god. I'm not redoing that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not redoing 11 minutes of further and of audio just for the my quality. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you guys like the raw version better because I can see it in the analytics and all that. And I can see in my DMs in the Instagram DMs, I see that you guys like it way better. This is basically the point of why I did the podcast raw, because so you guys can see my honest mistakes. Not honest, no. What are you talking about? It's not honest. It's horrible. I set the mic up. I tested the mic for 10 minutes before I was recording. I tested it for 10 minutes to see what input I'm going through and do this and that. And it was sounding perfect. It was sounding just like this. Alright, it's just like this. And the audio was syncing up and everything. But for some reason, just had to be. Right after the 11-minute mark, I stopped to do something, and I go back and listen to what I just talked about, so I can talk about it more because I forgot a little bit, and I just noticed the quality. I'm so sorry, guys, but I gotta just live with it because I'm not doing that over again. So I was talking about, yeah, I did all that is to rant. Oh yeah, okay. So as I was saying, when I got back to, when I went to the next, it's called the next therapist tournament, I went and I told him about what I felt like. I don't know why I shaking and all that, and we talked about that. I don't really want to go into too much detail because it is a little bit private. But you guys can understand that because I don't want to share everything with you, but I want to keep some stuff private. So I'm on this stream right now, and I'm looking at this one profile. It's called Let's Talk Mental Health, and I just want to read this post. All credits to Let's Talk Mental Health. Sorry, no, by psychology. I can't say that. It says, love this post by at psychology post underscore. So all credits to psychology. Oh my god, I can't say that. Psychology post underscore. So I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about like people coming and going in life, because sometimes we people just get attached to it, whether it's one person, two people, whatever. And I just wanted to talk about this first. So this says age 18 to 24 is the age where you meet a lot of temporarily people. For that word, I'm just gonna say come and go people. All right, because I cannot say that for life. It's 2 a.m. Just so you know. So, love you. During this period of our life, we tend to look for validation and acceptance. That's true, we do. It is part of our exploration to find our true identity and true self. As we grow and realize the type of person we want to become, we tend to unconsciously leave those who no longer foster our growth. And that is okay. That was the post. Some of these accounts that talk about mental health, some of them are really good, Some of them, at first they look good, like this post, but then it starts, it goes down a little bit. But that is really true, though. Because, when we focus on ourselves, we're not focusing on other people as much, so they drift away, and we ourselves drift in. So, and that's really good. All right, just so you know, there's nothing wrong with not talking to anyone for a while. I have a lot of people who I haven't talked to in like years because of school, and I've been focusing on my school and me myself, like figuring what's going on with that. So yeah, it's some of these things are really true. So that's good, I guess. Oh, here's another post from them. From Let's Talk Mental Health. Invalidation. This is a big part of life, especially teenagers' life, because this post reads, I'll credit to them, this post reads, like kids saying, I'm feeling down lately, then a parent saying that's because you're always in your room on your phone. So, I think that just takes away from, like, parents, if you are watching this, I know some of you are watching this, I listen to it, parents, just because your son or daughter or child is in their room on their phone doesn't mean that that's why they are upset, have anxiety, have depression, all that, alright? You can't control whether your child has that or not. That's just what it is. You can't say stuff like that, because that just, like the post says, it invalidates them. It feels like that, since I shouldn't be on this phone, because that's the source, that's why I'm feeling down. That's not true. It's that simple. It's not true. You lying to your child if you say that. I don't care if you like me or not about that. That's not how it works. all this mental, um, all this stuff, like anxiety and all that, they, like I just said, you can't choose whether you have it or not. I would love to not have it, but I do. I can't get rid of it. Just like that, I can't get rid of it. So I gotta find my own coping mechanisms, I can speak, to try to combat that, you know? And, a lot of people are dealing with this. And, even though they might not think that, oh, they're alone and all this and that, just talk to your child. Just talk to them. Talk to them and see what they're going through, and actually listen. Do not just say what, as for example, that guy said. That's because you're always on your phone. Listen to them. Listen to what they have to say, and if they don't want to talk, then don't talk to them. Alright, they're trying to find out what all this is. Alright, it's coming from a teen. So, I'm just saying stuff that other kids, and maybe your kid, that don't want to say it. They don't want to be invalidated. So I'm trying to speak up for them that it's okay. Like, it's okay to have this. Like, you know? I don't know. I might be sounding like an older adult, but, you know. That's all I got. Because right now it's really late, but I'm going to keep on doing this. Like, some more examples of invalidation are, like, it says, I'm really struggling. Someone said. Another person said, then why do you look so happy on social media? That's the big part. Okay, hold on. Let me get upset for this. Okay, let me get real close with you guys. Up close and personal. Parents and kids, you too. Social media is fake. Swear to God. It's fake. Just like I said earlier with the iceberg thing. People on social media post what they want you to see. They don't post what you don't want to see. Like, they don't post anything about the mental health if it's not good. They always post happy pictures and pictures that they like. Alright? Nothing that would make people think bad about them. Nothing that people would think that other people will make fun of them for it. They only post stuff. Some people post that. And they're brave. But the ones who don't, they are only doing that because they're scared. I don't blame them. I would be too. Like, you can't just blame today's tech for, I don't know. You can't blame today's tech just because you can't do your job right. You cannot blame you cannot blame social media for all this when you can talk to your child correctly about this stuff. You just can't. It's, man, I'm starting to get angry. Okay. You have to learn today's generation. You have to get on their level. Because, but let's talk to the adults, not to any of the kids. Things have changed since the 1980s, alright? No offense, but things have changed. A lot of it. There's technology. There's medicine. There's mechanical stuff. Like, come on. There's a lot of stuff. But you have to learn. You have to research about mental health nowadays. And not try to dispute your child on this, because that just gets you into a fight, and then it just gets worse. You know? So, you can talk with other parents about this. You can see what they think about all of this. Then you guys can help each other, too. Like, not doing stuff like we would do in school nowadays. Crazy, right? Yeah. So that's just my opinion on all that. But if you want to take that into account, please do. Because, trust me, I would love if my parents would, look at and research mental health today. I want them to do that. I want them to know how I'm really feeling, instead of just shaming me for being in my room all the time. That's just it. Now, on the next slide on this post, again, no credit to me, it's all post credit is to Let's Talk Mental Health on Instagram. Alright, and I guess they're based off in California and San Francisco. So this one says, he broke up with me. At least now you can finally focus on your schoolwork. Oh my god. Okay. See, kids need to socialize. They need to. Crazy, I know. Yeah. Crazy. They need to socialize. They need to kind of keep their heart broken. Because you can't learn without any mistakes. Or, like, in this example, her boyfriend broke up with her. So, you know. But you can't just eliminate your child's social life. I mean, like, right now, COVID already did that for us. But, anyway. If they want to talk to their friends, let them talk to their friends. At least for a couple hours a day. Because, especially now, I wish I still had my friends. That's for sure. But, kids are going through a lot more than most people nowadays. Because I talked to this with my therapist. We're talking about high school, and now I told him I'm afraid to go to high school because that's where most school shootings happen. That's what I said in quotes. So we have to deal with, I got to wake up every day wondering if I'm going to get hate crimed. I wake up every day wondering if I'm going to get killed if I walk on the street and I show my pride. And now coming up, we have to deal with school as well. And we have to balance school, social life, mental health, everything like that. That's a lot. Alright, I don't know what you adults are doing, what you guys are dealing with, but just think about us. Please. Hello, post editor, Andrew here. So I forgot to end this. So, here we go. Thank you all for watching, or listening, I mean. If you want more of this, continue watching, I guess. Make sure to subscribe if you're on YouTube and turn on the bell notifications. Then you can look at premieres of this before anyone else. And follow my Instagram as Andrew.Wolansky on Instagram. Then the podcast Instagram is the Overwhelmed Podcast on Instagram. Hope you liked it. Can't wait for the next one, which is in a couple of days, I want to say. Hope you guys enjoyed, and it's 3 a.m. here, so bye.